50 days until 2025. It is time to seriously lock in right now. This is going to be the ultimate winter arc guide for how to change your life before 2025. If you're new here, my name is Brianna. I do lots of lifestyle motivational content to inspire you guys to live your best life. Make sure you guys also check out the other videos as part of my self-growth series here on YouTube, and obviously subscribe if you haven't already. By now, you definitely have seen the word or the term winter arc all over YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, honestly everywhere. It's basically like a winter arc challenge to becoming the best version of yourself, or that's the way that I view it as well, because it's not all about waiting until the new year, right? You're not waiting until, you know, the day before the new year to start getting your life together and start doing all the things you want to do or writing it all down. It starts now so that you can go into 2025 already ahead of the game. It's basically time to put your head down and actually get things done. It's not about hibernating. Like literally, you're not hibernating until 2025 starts. So let's start with number one, which is basically a mindset shift for the new year. You're going to really dive deep into your mindset. Your mindset is so powerful. What you tell yourself, what you think on a day-to-day basis, like your self-talk is so important, and probably more important than you actually realize. And you have the power, like you can control your mindset. You have to really work towards that. So it's going to be all about resetting and releasing those limiting beliefs about yourself or about your capabilities that you have. Because like I said, if you want to achieve something and you want to go after something, your mindset is like literally the most important thing to tap into. For example, if you really want to start something or you're passionate about something, if you constantly tell yourself you have to wait for a certain time for it to be perfect, or you tell yourself you will never get to that point, you will really never get to that point. You know what I mean? You have to really stop those limiting beliefs. And the way you're going to do that is by creating positive intentions and writing down positive affirmations. This is not just a one-time thing. You need to set your intentions for yourself. I like to do it every day, honestly. This is something that the more that you're consistent with it, the more that it also just helps with your confidence levels. So definitely start, if you haven't already, start with the positive intentions and positive affirmations as you are transforming and as you are in this winter arc. It is so important because this is going to give you that boosted confidence and clarity going into the new year. Number two is you're going to start habit tracking, and you're going to make yourself your winter arc guidelines or your winter arc rules that you have for yourself. If you want to see results, you want to see progress, you need to have things that are trackable. And so when you're making these rules for yourself, you're going to start tracking them on a day-to-day basis. Did I do this? Check this off. There's so many tools out there to help you track your habits. You can get a journal, you can do it on a planner, you can do it digitally. Tracking is the best way because you are seeing it visually if you're getting it done or not. And that's a great way to put it into perspective too. Like, what can you work on? If it's something like maybe you're lacking, you're not getting enough movement, you can see how many days of the week you got movement in this week. Okay, and then you can analyze, why didn't I get it done? So some of my winter arc rules or some habits that I want to get into and that I will be tracking is getting back into the gym and working out in the gym setting. Even if I'm trying out a new workout, maybe trying Pilates or something like that, I want to make sure that I'm getting back into the gym, getting back into kind of like weightlifting at certain times of the week, especially now that it's winter. And I want to really make sure I'm staying consistent with the kind of like the 80-20 rule. So making sure that I'm really getting in my high protein on a day-to-day basis, but also still not restricting myself. Also for me, less doom scrolling on social media. Even though I do work in social media, I just want to make sure that I'm having better work-life balance as well. So that kind of ties in together. You want to see progress, you want to see results, you need to have habits and things that are trackable. The next one is embracing the cold and prioritizing winter self-care. As we all know, seasonal blues, seasonal depression does hit for a lot of people. Just know that you are not alone, and a lot of people do struggle with that. And that's why I think embracing the cold and prioritizing self-care, not just on a weekly basis, like, but on a daily basis or every other day, is so important. It's not to say that you have to do this huge self-care routine, go spend a bunch of money. It's little things that you can do just at home that honestly I think makes such a big difference, especially with your mental health. And your environment does impact your mental health. So create a cozy, peaceful environment for yourself at home. You know, maybe decorate your room if you enjoy the holiday season or things like that. You can make your space somewhere where it's exciting and maybe you feel like a little kid. It's nostalgic. That's what I like to do. Honestly, it brings me joy putting on the little lights, little cute decorations that I've gotten that I honestly keep and I just also use year to year. So like I said, you don't have to always spend a bunch of money. And embracing the cold means finding winter activities that you enjoy. So for me, you know, I love playing pickleball, but I want to maybe hopefully find an indoor pickleball place that we can play in. Over the years, I've gotten into skiing. That's a winter sport and a winter activity that I look forward to, and I have so much fun with it. So I'm excited to, you know, create those plans of, okay, setting out days, this weekend we're gonna do this, we're gonna go skiing. So I'm very excited to go skiing again. So it's really finding things that you enjoy, even if it's something new, trying out new things, because you don't know what you might end up actually liking, and then now you just found a new hobby, a new thing to do every single, so it could be indoor sports, outdoor sports, new workout classes that you want to try, and putting together holiday plans. You know, set up things in your calendar and kind of fill your calendar up with things that you can look forward to. That is honestly one of my favorite things to do, because when you have things to look forward to, it makes everyday life just a little bit better because you have something coming up. Set those plans ahead in your calendar so you have something to look forward to, and that you are just embracing the cold and having fun, and you're not, you know, stuck inside all day every day. Next up in this winter guide is learning a new skill. As I mentioned before, winter is the perfect time to pick up a new skill, learn something new that you've been wanting to, or maybe you've been putting it off. If you have a passion or a side hustle that you want to start, this is your sign to do so with Skillshare. And I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this portion in today's video. As a content creator, I've been wanting to level up my marketing and business skills to help me excel in affiliate, influencer marketing, and also engaging storytelling. And with the classes on Skillshare, it has been so easy to learn and further my knowledge in multiple different areas. Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes led by industry experts across film, illustration, design, freelance, productivity, and so much more. I am currently loving the short form storytelling class that I'm taking for improving my short form content creating skills. Skillshare can truly help you take your career, skills, hobbies, passions, or side hustles to the next level. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so go get started today. The next thing that you're going to be doing is creating a solid morning routine and night routine for yourself to create some stability that your body can get used to now. I always preach about routines. I love my morning routine and I love my night routine, and I feel like they literally work so well together. Your night routine should set you up for success for your morning routine, so that your morning routine, you can thrive, you're ready to start your day on the right foot, and then you can have a great productive, a great day overall, and then you're back to your night routine. So don't sleep on your routines, because they honestly are such an important part of your day, and they really do set the tone, especially with the habits that you build into these routines. So having that perfect balance of productivity and rest is going to be something that will help you so much to start out 2025 on the right foot. Like I said, it's not about starting those new routines come January. It's about doing it now if you already don't have it in place. So the habits that you want to get into, the person that you want to become, you need to act like that person now. You need to implement those habits now. Next up is getting in the daily movement, and the daily movement is going to be so helpful for not only your physical being, right, but also your mental health, and also for improving your discipline. And I want you to remember that you do not have to feel pressured to just stick to one thing. If going to the gym doesn't make you happy and you do not like to do weightlifting, that doesn't mean that you have to force yourself. Motivation is not always going to be there, but that's what discipline steps in, because discipline is doing it anyway. But if you really don't like something, it is not good to force yourself to do something, right? So that is why we discussed before, finding new hobbies, finding something new that you can try, because you don't know if you're going to like it. Stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, but by getting in movement, that is going to help you so much this winter season, so that you're not just cooped up in your house. Or even if you want to get stuff done in your house, you need to have the discipline to get it done. It can be too easy when you try to work out in the house to just be lazy and say, I don't need to do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Get yourself a walking pad, put it on your Christmas list. I think walking pads are great, and you don't have to just use it under your desk. You can put it in front of your TV, get your steps in while you're watching your show. There's so many different things that you can do to get in movement. And I always like to say too, like, not every day is going to be perfect, but something is better than nothing. Sign up for a class with a friend to hold yourself accountable. Make it easy on yourself so that you're not stressing yourself out more by putting too much on your plate or putting too much pressure on yourself. There's nothing better than that fresh start feeling. So next up is going to be decluttering and organizing. So switching out your clothes from your summer clothes, if you haven't done so already, into like your, you know, your clothes for the fall and for the winter time. Actually parting ways with the clothes that you're actually not going to wear. I desperately need to do this myself. I was actually just putting away my laundry yesterday, and I was like, okay, I need to get into that zone of making a donation pile and really being honest with myself. If I'm not going to wear it, or if I haven't worn it literally all year, like, you're gone. Like, literally bye, you're gone. I just need to close my eyes and put it in a bag for donation. And even though I honestly really don't like this part of decluttering and going through my closet, because I just feel like I get lazy with it, I get bored of doing it. I don't like to fold the clothes. Even though it's a mess and it's just chaotic in the moment, it feels so good after to have a clean closet, fresh start. And decluttering doesn't just have to be your clothes in your closet. Do a whole declutter. Clutter your phone, declutter your computer, old things that's taking up storage, that's taking up space. Clean your room. Really do a deep dive into cleaning and organizing and decluttering, because like I said, even though it may stink in the moment, moment. It's going to feel so good after, and you can break it up into days. Don't do it all in one day, because trust me, nothing good ever comes from trying to throw everything on yourself in one day, because then we all know we have that little boost of motivation, and then halfway through you have like a whole mess in front of you and you're just overwhelmed. Take it slow, but you're still gonna get it done. And last but not least, you're gonna be tapping into journaling and celebrating your wins more often. I think this is so important, but as I mentioned before, especially in the winter season, you know, it gets dark earlier, like it just is not a fun time for a lot of people. But celebrate your wins and journal daily. That can really impact also your mental health and how you are on a day-to-day basis. I know what always helps me is, you know, writing out my feelings, letting it all out, not just keeping it built up inside, and just reminding myself of the little wins of each day, like what you're grateful for, what went well that day. Also just celebrating any accomplishments, anything small. It's really important to tell yourself too, like you're proud of yourself. And like I mentioned before, self-talk is very important. What you can control is what you do and how you talk to yourself. So I like to journal every morning. Also before bed, you can make it a routine for yourself. Set out your journal next to your bed so you remember to do it every single day, and be kinder to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, especially during these winter months. Now is the time to really lock in on your healthy habits, lock in on yourself in all areas of yourself, physical, mental, emotional. You have to be the focus, because that is how you're going to level up. You're going to change your life. Literally 50 days until the new year is crazy and time is flying by. So now is the time to really put your head down, really focus, and just have fun and enjoy and embrace the winter season. And definitely use this ultimate winter art guide, because trust me when I say you're about to enter your best year yet. And I have another video coming soon for how to goal set, how to create your dream life, so stay tuned for that video. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment this emoji. You're a real one. I love you all so much. Don't forget to check out Skillshare, as I mentioned before. It'll be in the description box. And let me know one of your winter arc rules in the comment section, and I'll see you all in the next video.